Have you ever stopped to question the nature of reality? What if everything around you, your thoughts, your experiences, even the universe itself, is part of a highly advanced computer simulation? This mind-bending idea, known as the simulation hypothesis, has fascinated thinkers for decades. But now, new experiments and theories are pushing this concept closer to the realm of science than ever before. In this video, we'll explore the evidence, discuss the implications, and I'll even share my own thoughts on whether we're truly living in a simulation. What is the simulation hypothesis? The simulation hypothesis suggests that our reality could be an artificial construct created by an advanced civilization. Philosopher Nick Bostrom laid the groundwork for this theory, presenting three possibilities. 1. Advanced civilizations never reach the technological capability to create realistic simulations. 2. They have the capability but choose not to create simulations. 3. Simulations are possible and we are likely living in one. If the third point is true, it's statistically more likely that we're simulated beings than real ones. It's a humbling thought. We might be characters in an advanced version of a game or experiment. Recent scientific efforts to prove it. Physicists and researchers are now attempting to test this hypothesis scientifically. Melvin Vopson has proposed that information itself could be a fundamental building block of the universe. He theorizes that information has physical mass, and detecting this mass could provide evidence for the simulation hypothesis. Similarly, former NASA physicist Tom Campbell has suggested experiments to detect glitches or anomalies in reality, things that might indicate we're in a programmed environment. One popular approach involves studying the universe at its smallest scales. If reality is a simulation, it might resemble a digital grid, much like pixels in an image. Physicists are looking for evidence of this grid in the behavior of high-energy cosmic rays and quantum particles. These are not easy experiments, but they're bringing the simulation hypothesis into the realm of empirical science. Are there signs we're in a simulation? Some proponents argue that there are clues all around us. For instance, the strange behavior of particles in quantum mechanics, where particles exist in multiple states until observed, could suggest that reality only renders itself when it's being measured. Others point to the uncanny mathematical nature of the universe. Many natural phenomena, from the spirals of galaxies to the shapes of seashells, follow precise mathematical patterns. Could this indicate that our reality was designed using algorithms? The ethical and philosophical implications. If we are living in a simulation, it raises profound ethical and philosophical questions. For example, who created this simulation and why? Are we part of a scientific experiment, a form of entertainment, or something else entirely? It also challenges our understanding of free will. If we're in a simulation, are our choices truly our own, or are they programmed? There's also the question of morality. If advanced civilizations create simulations, do the simulated beings like us have rights? Would it be ethical to turn off a simulation if the beings within it are conscious? What I think about the simulation hypothesis. Personally, I find the simulation hypothesis both fascinating and unsettling. On one hand, it offers a compelling explanation for many of the mysteries of the universe. The idea that reality behaves like a highly advanced computer program could explain phenomena that currently defy understanding, such as quantum mechanics and the fine-tuned nature of the universe. But here's where I hesitate. Even if we prove that reality has certain program-like qualities, it doesn't necessarily mean we're in a simulation. It could simply be that the universe operates on fundamental principles that we're just beginning to understand. Do I think it's possible we're living in a simulation? Yes, the evidence is intriguing, and the statistical argument is hard to ignore. But proving it definitively is another matter entirely. Even if we detect a grid or find anomalies, it might just mean that the universe is far stranger than we ever imagined, not that it's simulated. What would proof look like? If we were to prove the simulation hypothesis, it would likely come in one of two ways. 1. Finding a flaw in the program of reality, like a glitch or inconsistency. 2. Discovering evidence of the simulation's creators, such as messages embedded in the fabric of reality. But here's the catch. Even if we find such evidence, how do we interpret it? It's possible that we might never fully understand the nature of our existence, even if we have proof that it's artificial. So why does this theory matter? For one, it challenges us to think deeply about the nature of reality and our place in the universe. It also pushes the boundaries of science, encouraging researchers to explore questions that were once considered purely philosophical. Even if the simulation hypothesis turns out to be wrong, studying it can lead to new insights and discoveries about the universe. And if it's true, it would fundamentally change how we view ourselves and the world around us. What can we learn from this? Whether or not we're living in a simulation, the idea has value. It reminds us that our understanding of reality is limited and that there's always more to learn. It also highlights the importance of approaching these questions with humility and curiosity. For me, the most exciting part of the simulation hypothesis isn't whether it's true or false, it's the journey of exploring it. Conclusion. The simulation hypothesis is one of the most fascinating ideas of our time, blending philosophy, science, and technology. While we may never fully know if we're living in a simulation, the search for answers is pushing humanity to new heights of discovery. What do you think? Are we living in a computer simulation, or is this just a clever thought experiment? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos exploring the mysteries of science and technology.